Hello, today I'm going to review the Chopper figure from Star Wars The Black Series. One of the first things that I really like about this figure is that it has way more joints than I thought it would. So let me show something cool that I didn't expect it to be able to do, was that you could actually pop the arms out that he always has inside of him. Hang on, let me pop them back in. So you can actually pop them in and out, and they actually have joints like that too, a whole lot of motion. So I really like that they gave him his arms. I did not expect that to be on a figure this size, but I'm very happy that it is. Sometimes they can be a little bit hard to get back in though. This one right here is giving me a little bit of trouble. Just try not to break it when I bend it back in. There it goes. You just kind of got to slide them in just right. And that's how you do that. But he also has joints. Let me just take him off the stand. In his legs on the sides, and he has some in the foot, I guess you could say, that bend this way and that way. And he also has joints in his head that tilt side to side. And I think that's all of Chopper's joints. That's still a lot more than I expected on a figure like this. If you take a real close look at the figure, he's made to look like he's been through a lot. So I guess little scratches on this figure actually would be better here. So if you ended up accidentally scratching yours, it's not gonna be the worst thing in the world. But you can see they put a lot of detail into making him look more worn down like he's supposed to. And on the sides, you can like see it on the feet and around the legs. And you can see some of it up here and around his face. Well, I don't know if you call it his face, his head or whatever. And there's just a lot of that. It looks really good on this figure. Makes it look more real, I guess you could say. And the painting on this figure for like the mechanical stuff inside of him and little pop outs and stuff all looks really good. And they even have his little mismatched leg, which I will say they include one just like the one on, hang on a minute, is that just like the one on that side? Yes, okay, it is. And so you can actually take this leg off and use that one instead if you wanted to. I prefer to keep them this way as it's more accurate to the show though. And yeah, that's all the detail on this figure. And around the top, you can see he has his little plate, little satellite, I guess. And around the bottom, you can see he has a little rocket booster and some wheels on the bottom, which actually roll. So you can just roll Chopper around, which I should also mention this. You get a little wheel that you can stick in the middle if you just want to have that in there instead of this rocket booster. And you can also pull this out, hang on, just like that, if you want to make them taller. And he also comes with this stand, which this fire piece goes into. It kind of just locks in, and you can have him stand like that, which I really do like. In terms of accuracy to the source material, I'd say this figure might be the most accurate thing I've seen, which is a little bit easier for him to be so accurate because he's a droid. But this looks like a way more expensive figure than it really is. So I really like this one. I might even go as far to say is this one of my favorites, even though it's just a droid. But I did like Chopper a lot in Rebels and in the new show. So Chopper is one of my favorites, so I'm happy to have a figure of him. But overall, I would say this is a 10 out of 10 figure. It's the rare time that I give it that, but I really see no problems with this figure. It's well priced, has a lot of detail, a lot more detail than a lot of the figures they've made, and some good posability. And I like the little pop out arms on them, all of that. But anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye.